welcome to my channel. I'm Not You, and today we're going to be reacting to Degenerocity's Your Love Confessions. Yeah!
Well, crap. On my community post, I asked for y'all
Such a
love
loud crunch.
confessions. Asking y'all to give me the craziest thing you or your friend have ever done to your boyfriend, girlfriend, or crush. Because, well, I'm nosy and I got nothing else better to do. And cause sometimes some people land in unfortunate situations with their POI. Some of you just got tangled up into a crazy situation, and then some of y'all just have riz
I
on
want
the
to get
negative.
tongue
There's no
tangled
other way
with
of saying
somebody.
it. Not that I'm judging. Well, I am actually. But think of it as criticism. And I know I don't got the audience with the most game. I mean, you're watching me after all. I don't be pulling all the time neither. Nigga, we know.
Who said that?
Which is why I'm the perfect person to give y'all love advice while responding to these confessions. I think
I'm just saying, after today, I have like the most riz that if you guys need like some love advice, just come to me. Just come. I'm pretty riz-tastic.
we all know what we're about to get into. So let's just dive in. I'm from Trinidad. It's dangerous and hot. And a girl I really liked lived in a bad area and told me to come over and see her. So I went. And when I got there, I saw 4 men waiting outside. It's when I noticed it was a honey trap. And when I was about to turn, I heard a girl call my name and said, "It's okay, it's just family." But my common sense finally turned on, and I ran home. My bro, you were about to get jumped. That girl was most likely bait for those dudes to run your pockets, your social security, everything. Them dudes were gonna leave you butt booty naked with nothing but your shacks on, bro. You made the right move. Unless those dudes were actually her family, then shoot, you missed out, bro. One time my friend asked out the school thought and she said yes. Skip to 3 miles later and I was at his place with a friend playing Warhammer 40K
3 miles?
when there was a knock on the door and his mom answered it and it was the girlfriend. She looks up at her and said,
"I just got tested and I have gonorrhea and
Oh
I
my
might have
God.
passed it on to your son. Bye."
His mom was pissed. So she ran into his room, slams the door open and yells,
"Pack your little game away. You're getting tested for gonorrhea."
He looked up at us saying, I think you guys might want to pack away your armies and leave. So we quietly packed up and left. The
That's
next week
crazy.
at school, he came up to us saying, I got tested and it came back possible. That was 3 years ago. And we never looked at him the same after that. Possible. What the f does that mean?
What does that mean?
I'm assuming he meant positive. Word of advice, don't date the school thought. Or at least not for 3 months. Damn, he did that to himself. I used to stalk my crush's mom's Facebook account to get photos of her to screenshot.
Oh, okay.
You see this, guys? People like this be the type to stalk their crush to find out the things they like to get closer and relate to them, only to still get curved. You know who else?
Is that not?
Hey, listen.
Are you not supposed to stalk your crush? When I had a crush in school, I used to go to all his classes even when I wasn't in those classes. And I would sit behind him and I do the classwork, but like I wasn't Then I'd find them on social media and I'd like, if I found out that they like posted where they were, like if they were outside and they were saying like they were at a park or something, I would go to that park and I see them and then I pretend like, oh wow, we're here at the same time. And then I follow them for the rest of the day and just keep bumping into them and then smiling and stuff. Another time I got my crush's phone number from another girl and I was calling him. I caught him and he was like, "Please leave me alone." And I thought he was joking, so I kept calling him. So
else low-key be doing this? Corporations. Did you know data brokers be collecting your personal info on the apps you use and sell it to companies? For those companies to send you ads dedicated to your own personal interests. Why do you think you keep getting Temu ads on IG recommending you something you searched for on Google yesterday? Sorry to say, but you've been compromised. That is why this video is sponsored by
What do you mean not
Incogni.
surprised?
Incogni helps you to remove any unwanted personal info of you online, protecting you from possible dangers of hackers,
I just like
identity
knowing...
thieves, and this guy. Like, check this out.
Leave me
My
alone.
info was found on FloridaResidenceDirectory.com. I don't even live here. What's it doing over there? They also found my info on PrivateNumberChecker.com, a website where you can type a phone number, and with just that, you can find out someone's name, address, relatives, and criminal background. So that's terrifying. But lucky for me, Incogni got my back, because they removed my data from those sites like that. And I barely had to do anything. After creating my account, all I had to do is enter any email address I used to surf the web, then Incogni does the rest for me. It was that easy. So unless you like people knowing the most private details about yourself, then I can't recommend anything better than this. And you can go to incogni.com/degenerocity
in
and
your
use my
bathroom
code
while you're
to get
taking
an
a bath
60%
or a shower. You're washing your back.
I repeat,
I'm gonna
go
bust
to
the bathroom.
incogni.com/degenerocity and use my code to get 60% off.
That's 10 more than fit. Click the link below and sign up for Incogni to take your personal data off the market. Thank you, Incogni, for sponsoring this video. And now let's return back to your wholesome confessions.
Wholesome.
I forgave my ex-girlfriend for smoking meth and getting it from a guy she met on Tinder. This was my first girlfriend, and I didn't really have boundaries, so when she told me she had Tinder to make friends, I thought not much of it. But thinking back at it, what a fucking hoe! Anyways, she called me one morning after smoking the Walter White a day prior. I was mad not mostly because she smoked the blue stuff, because she didn't tell me she was meeting up with this dealer and met up in his car and he gave her cheap and free the F? The F indeed. Who's her dealer? I'm trying to find a new plug. Also would have been open to trying, especially at that time, but honestly, really glad she didn't tell me before smoking it. Psst. You missing out, bro? This stuff's so good, I haven't seen my family in 5 years. Anyways, we stayed together for a couple months after that. She blocked the dealer, or so she said. In the end, she left me for another guy. Man, I feel bad that was your first girlfriend,
That's
bro.
insane.
And reading this story kind of made me realize something. I know this is not a popular opinion to have, or really that
Your
socially
first
acceptable
girlfriend is a
opinion
meth
to have,
addict.
but I have to say this. I have to get this off my chest. You guys, I don't think meth is good for you.
Did you just say that?
You take that back. Now calm down. You take that back.
How
There's this
dare
girl I've been
he?
going out with for about 7 months, and things have been going great for a while. One day, granted out of the blue, she wanted to get down and dirty, but I didn't know if I was ready for that, and we were just in high school at the time. I asked my homie for help, and bro's first response was, where she live? I kid you not, my naive ass thought he was gonna smack a bitch, but I also ended up giving her address to him anyway. 2 hours after school ended, and I didn't get a response from both of them, so I got a bit worried. I ended up walking up to her house and found them both literally getting dirty in the bathroom.
That's
Dog,
crazy. That's so
I ended the relationship right then and there, and school's been real quiet until I graduated.
That's
My
so
condolences go out to you,
up.
bro. You lost your homie and your girl all on the same.
Immediately? That's so fucked up. I tell you that my girlfriend wants to do it, and you're like, where she live? And you immediately go to her house and smash her. That's so fucked up. That's so fucked up.
Same day.
He
You
didn't
know,
need
that must
either
have been
one
a
of
very
them.
tough
That's
thing
so
to go
fucked up.
through. But the one thing I can't get out of my head is that you're just gonna let your homie go to your girl's house and smack her? That's what you guys got going on over there? Y'all just let your homie smack some sense into your girls? I'm on my way. I faked being gay for 2 years to get close to a girl, and it low-key worked. But the crazy thing is, once we were no longer together, I found out she was really the gay one. You see, I don't understand your plan.
Thanks for the
I don't understand the fake being gay plan. Because when you fake being gay to get close to a girl, when the time you want to confess, how you gonna go on about it? Like for 2 years you've been best friends with this person, and then one day you guys have a conversation out of the blue, you say, yo, I got something to tell you. I'm not gay. I lied. When I fuck. You think she's gonna be like, oh, woe's me. This pussy leaking. Nah, bro, she gonna think you weird, bro. She gonna think you weird. You're a weirdo. And you deserve that. Don't lie about stuff like that to get a girl, bro. You lie about your name, your job, your family, your social security, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Or just
don't lie
don't
about
lie.
your sexuality, bro. That's just a turnoff. I used to like this boy, but then somebody told me he didn't brush his teeth for like 4 years, and it made me disgusted. And when I took a good look, I saw his teeth was golden. Golden! I was disgusted. I threw up and I never talked to him again. I just thought that was funny. Back when I used to live in New Jersey, I had a lot of friends. Many of them tried to hit on the same girl, and she wasn't interested in any of them. She was interested in me. However, my brain was like my nuts, small and insignificant. So I just thought she wanted to be friends.
That's
Thankfully,
crazy.
we did become friends. But after
That's
5th
insane.
grade, I had to move. And I've realized all of this recently. And I can promise you that love is a side quest keeping you away from the meaning of life. This man like 10 years old, and he already got life figured out more than half of y'all watching. My son, I'll tell you what the meaning of life really is. Guacamole, guacamole, put guacamole on everything,
Guacamole's so
guacamole.
nasty.
One of my classmates in 11th grade had a crush on this girl from our class next door. Instead of going up to her,
Was
he
this-
turned
this
her
is
into an AI bot on
Degenerocity.
one of those AI websites and got freaky with the bot so he could learn more about her and approach her in real life. It sounds
Why do you have to mention AI bots and all that shit? Like, why did he? Why? I didn't do that. I didn't get freaky with the bot. I should do this. Good luck. She's a tough shell to crack. You know, she's pretty tough.
sounds like he don't even need the girl anymore. He made her. He made her in his image. He like Adam and Eve. But the classmate probably looked like he from Wall-E. So maybe not one and one the same. When I was in 9th grade, I was at this house with my crush and a bunch of her friends. And I ain't really know them that well at the time. We were just chilling in a room, listening to music and playing PlayStation. The thing is, you know, I had a crush on this girl. And I had it bad for her. So I waited for the right opportunity to tell her how I felt. I was freaking petrified, bro. I was shook and was scared of what she was gonna say. She smiled at me and I asked her if she had the same feelings for me. I mean, the least she can say is no. She told me she'll let me know later. That means no. So after about 2 hours of just talking, one of her friends came up to me and said that she wanted to meet me in the guest room. I followed bro into the room and she was there with another one of her friends. I remember her saying,
You sure you like me? For real? Or you just playing?
told her I had legit feelings for her. She held my hands and told me to close my eyes for a kiss. I was geeked at the time, so I didn't think much of it. So I
scared.
closed my eyes and had my lips out for a kiss. I can already tell where this is gonna end, bro. There's gonna be a dog's booty hole in his face when he opens up his eyes, bro. I know. And I felt her lips touch
Or is
mine.
it gonna be her
but I heard
booty
my
hole?
crush and her friend laughing. So I opened up my eyes and I see the same dude who I followed there. I separated myself from bro and I dipped out of that room. Nobody in that room
That's
never
so
told anyone. I think this is the only time this moment was told publicly to anyone. Nah, they're definitely
so
laughing about that in their little friend groups. They
dumb.
just haven't spread it around the school. They're villains. Nah,
She coulda
monsters.
just said
I never talked to that girl
no.
or her friends again. Except that one guy I played with on our game. We still cool. Oh, word? You're a bigger man than me. Because if someone did something like that to me, it's gonna be on for life. I mean, I'm not gonna fight them or anything. That's scary. I'm just gonna be silently in the corner waiting for their downfall. That's just as effective, trust me. But you said you're fine now, so I'm glad you moved on from that, bro. She was obviously not a good person for you. Her homie is. Get with him. I had this female friend who was a friend of a few of my other buddies. Before I knew it, I had a Fortnite girlfriend. But here's the kicker. It turned out to be a guy? And I'm straight. Sure, I didn't believe it. But all my buddies were telling me he was a guy. But it was a guy, alright. In conclusion, never trust anyone. What? Your Fortnite girlfriend was a dude? I'm shocked. Here's a word of advice, dude. Don't trust no Fortnite girlfriends on the internet. They're all dudes. And worse yet, they're all grown men,
all
probably.
dudes.
You kids should stay far away from Fortnite. Cause I can never win a game when y'all playing. Can y'all please get off? I'm just trying to enjoy my day after my back break.
Actually, I've won victory royale #1 spot victory twice. First time played twice. First ever matches. Okay.
Freaking sweaty 9 to 5. Did you know that YouTube is a harder job than being a doctor? I took a course in psychology. Became a psychic. told numerous women that their boyfriends or husbands were either cheating, secretly gay, or both. Then I got to know them over the course of a few years, never telling any of them about the other women I was doing this with, just to make them feel more special. Only stopped because I woke up and got hit with gonorrhea.
Oh my god, why is everyone getting gonorrhea?
And herpes all
Never
at the same
mind.
time.
He had
Karma
everything.
didn't hit me. It clotheslined my dumb self.
He had every fucking thing.
Alright then. So a guy at my school think he the hot stuff, but this dude looked like a dehydrated fish. He tried to pull, but he doesn't. So he wore the most expensive shit known to man to school. Watches, glasses, etc. Yet he still doesn't pull. Moral of the story, if you don't pull, accept it, little homie. When me and my friend were in middle school, we both had a crush on the same girl and tried to impress her in different ways. My friend kept asking her out, but she kept rejecting him. But when I asked her out, she said yes. Anyway, my friend found some way to get a girl on the internet and found something that told him to rub the pee of the person they love on their body. So to get this girl, my friend waited for my girlfriend at the time to go to the bathroom and pee. After she left the bathroom, we went in and took a small sample from each toilet water. He then went home and rubbed each toilet water sample on his neck. He went to school the next day and got made fun of for smelling like straight ass. Y'all find new ways to disappoint me every day. In my sophomore year of high school, I really fell for a girl. She was a senior and I was still a sophomore. We had great chemistry at first, at least up until the winter formals. I paid for our tickets and she just wanted to hang out with her friends. Immediately afterwards, she started dating a friend of mine and then dumped him for a guy she met online. I sat in the friend zone, despite everyone's warning. I even went all the way to the beach to hang out with her on her birthday, even texting her frequently, trying to help her with her relationship problems. 6 months later, we wished each other a happy New Year's, and she unfriended me and blocked me out of the blue.
Oh, okay.
I felt defeated, wondering what I did wrong. You didn't do anything wrong. She was never right for you in the first place. Some people just think about themselves without considering the feelings of the others around them. You are great, bro, and I hope you're doing better. Oh wait, there's more. Fast forward to now, turns out she's a drug addict and her family's crazy, so I dodged the bullet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah! I confessed on FaceTime while all my family and friends was around me for my birthday. And not only did she say no, she started laughing. The whole thing was caught on my brother's phone and who ended up posting it and it went viral locally in our school. She posted a TikTok of her dancing on my grave after I was destroyed and got shat on. I'm in school with her and she laughs every time she sees me. Man, I feel bad, bro.
That's
that bitch and your brother, bro. If my brother did that to me, he would not be no brother of mine. I recommend fighting them both. Got too comfortable with Shawty and admitted I like Evangelion. Update, we're together. Congratulations! I got nothing. But I did have a crush that lasted 8 whole years in school.
Oh, that's way too long.
And if you ask me what did I do in that amount of time, I did absolutely nothing. There was barely any talking. I never confessed, and I wasted 8 years of my life doing absolutely nothing because I couldn't move on from my crush. Hey, but at least it's all good for me now. I got a new crush, and I'm more extroverted. Hell yeah. Y'all, please don't be like me. You know what would have been a better ending for your confession? If you actually said you had a girlfriend, but at least you moved on from it now. And hey, you got a new crush. Let's go. We're gonna wait another 8 years. Let's make it a 3-peat. This one is really embarrassing. So one of my closest friends is desperate to find a girlfriend because he's afraid of dying alone. So desperate that he declared to every single female friend he had and even had the audacity to ask us if we have someone close. He asked me about my younger sister, her also younger friends, my cousin, her friends, my own female friends, and my ex before me and her started dating. His levels of desperation reached a point where he started texting any Instagram profile with a girl on the picture, and right when he thought he found the one, it turned out being a fake account directed by almost 30 guys from our school. He was about to buy them expensive things until one of the mods revealed him the truth, cause at that point, it was just sad. Not even funny to keep the joke going. And you know what my friend responded to them with? He pulled the heart part 6 move saying, I already knew it was a fake account, but be very careful guys, someone could have fell for it. Yeah, we all tried to help him to calm down with this, but he won't quit. Now only way is to make fun of his moves until he realizes how stupid he looks. Brothers, don't be like him, have some respect for yourself. Yeah, you said it best. So I had a crush that was a bit weird. She constantly was abusive to her dog and in general treated her dog really poorly, or that's what her told me. but I never did anything because I'm a dumbass. Anyways, one day I proposed to her, and she told me that if I wanted to be her boyfriend, I had to take the dog to a random place and abandon it. Turns out the dog was a gift from someone, but she never wanted a dog, so she tried to make me get rid of it. Anyways, I ended up leaving her because that was weird AF. I reported her to the police, and her dog got taken away from her.
Why would you propose to her and she's beating on her dog?
With an S. That was the best ending that could have happened, bro. I love dogs so much, bro. And people that hurt them on purpose, I'm just like, why? These guys are only on this earth to love you. That's all they want. Besides chihuahuas, they always want problems. I don't know what's with them. You're a great human, bro. You're one of the only confessions that I got that actually showed some humanity. Take this. I know somebody who made a list of all the girls in our school and ranked their smashability. He then went up to his crush who he ranked mythical smashability and asked her out with a note as proof of his love. Somehow, he got rejected. Do you have any advice for my broski on how he could not have fumbled the bag? Yo, your bro did nothing wrong. That girl was tripping. Girls usually love being ranked on their looks, so she was weird for that. And he ranked her in mythical smashability? Somebody get Prince Charming over here because he got competition. Like if I was a girl and a random dude came up to me and said, hey, I'd rank you on the top of my list on who I'd smash. I'm gonna be like,
oh my God. What do you want to name our kids? I'm under your spell.
Yeah, that girl was tripping, bro.
Oh my God.
Nah, but for real, but you need better friends. Some girl asked my homie if he would eat literal shit to be with her. And do you know what he said and did? Yes!
Some women are evil. I'm sorry. Some women are evil. Some women are so evil.
I never hung out with this man again. I saw him around town and shit like that, but never talked to him.
Some women are so evil.
That is actually so nasty, bro. A couple of years later, my boy got into some heavy drugs and died. Oh. Moral of the story is stay strong, my brothers.
Don't
do stupid stuff for a girl. R.I.P. This one time I was at a function, I saw this fine-ass girl. Like, she was fine. Seeing that she was wearing a flannel and short hair, I was like, hell yeah, she's a lesbian, I've got a chance. We talked for a while, and we ended up exchanging numbers. I looked down at the name she put on my phone, and it was Mark? I was confused. Then looked at her again. Turns out it was a twink. I've never recovered twinks, man. The lesbian's natural enemy. They be tricking me too, bro. I fell for a girl I met during a trip to Greece and convinced my whole family to go there in the summer. But when I was there with her, I got scared, so I didn't do anything. I don't know how your dad is, but I imagine this TikTok is how he feels towards you.
Listen, son, how about those girls at your school? You like any of them? Or what? Oh, gosh, no. But we did learn about how female insects tend to colonize their what about sports? Basketball, football, you want to play? But you know, the football was actually a Chinese competitive game that they cultivated.
My friend was really attracted to this one girl, and he just tried to hit on her like all day long until he walked up to her and asked. She looked at him in the eyes and told him to beat up her exes, and that being like 7 different boys. And you know what he did? He did it!
Oh my God.
Sound familiar. Your friend Scott Pilgrim? Alright, we getting close to the end. But instead of me reading one really long confession, I asked some of y'all on Instagram to send me a few short confessions. So I'm gonna go through a few of my favorites. By the way, you don't have to follow me on Instagram. It's basically a burner account. If you want to follow my Twitter instead. I'm actually active over there. Gave her an autograph of a famous Latino singer, Maluma. She rejected me. Man, if you don't take that shit. I kissed my crush in front of the entire class, then got suspended. Got her number though. Knelt on one knee in front of the whole school. How romantic. She cheated 2 months later, damn. I put our faces in a baby generator to see what our kids would look like.
I take pictures of my crushes and put their pictures all over the walls in my room.
One day, my friend wants to reply to his crush from a post that she posts, and he just said, "Are you a nigga?" Wait, the ladies don't like that? I once saw my friend suck his girlfriend's toes on accident, and I don't have the courage to tell him. Go on.
How?
Tell him that.
How is that an accident?
I got my friends to jump me in front of her locker for sympathy points. She just see me as lame. All my past girlfriends have all become addicted to drugs. Is it me? Yes. I took a girl to the movies once and did the shoulder thing. Then she punched. I had to watch Gossip Girl. Nigga. Me too. And it was the new one. the new one! My boyfriend asked me to go on a 2-mans with his friend or he would break up with me, and I said yes. Nah, if this is real, you gotta break up with them right now, homie. Respect yourself, cause he clearly don't respect you. My homeboy fell in love with a Twitter girl and bought her a $250 ring only after a few DMs. My best friend got with my dad. I didn't know till I saw her at his funeral calling him my man.
Okay.
Drop their dandruff into each other's head. You know they got lice, bro. They gotta spray their head with Raid every morning. I became gay for my ex because she be turning trans. Not real. She did it to break up with me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have took this to my grave. I'm not telling anybody this. And with the final confession, I wanted to do something nice. I want to confess my love to Andrea. Please put this in the vid so I can tell her to watch it. No problem, bro.
Aww.
Andrea, if you're watching this, my man over here has something to say. He would really, really like for you to leave him alone. He says you reek. And those were your love confessions. Now, what did we learn today?
Nothing.
Nothing? Cool. But for real, I really love reading y'all confessions and interacting with y'all like this. It's really, really fun. When it's not weird. Happy Pride Month for my gay homies. Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness
Pride
Month to my sad
yay!
homies. I'm out. And in conclusion, I love you.
Yeah! Oh my god. Thank you for watching, YouTube! See you next time! Make sure you like, subscribe, and